I saw it taped to a telephone pole outside the grocery store. The paper looked new, untouched by wind or rain. Missing. The photo showed my face exactly as it was this morning. Same jacket, same scar beneath my chin, same tired eyes. My name printed underneath in bold letters. Disappeared October 21. Today was October 14. I checked my phone twice to be sure. The date matched. 1 week away. My chest tightened. I stepped closer, studying the image for flaws. There were none. My phone buzzed. When I looked back up, poster had vanished completely. I rushed home and locked every door carefully. The hallway mirror reflected me exactly. I raised my hand slowly. It followed without delay. I leaned closer, examining the scar beneath my chin. I took a picture of myself and compared it to the one from the poster in my memory. Identical, down to the crooked collar. But something bothered me. In the poster image, a shadow stood behind me. I didn't remember anyone nearby. I turned around quickly. My apartment was empty. My phone buzzed again with an unknown number. I let it ring until silence swallowed the room. That night, I answered the call. I pressed the phone tightly to my ear, but said nothing. Static filled the silence. Then, breathing. "Don't go home on the 21st, a voice whispered. My voice, distorted and distant. My throat went dry. "You won't come back." The line clicked dead. No number saved in my history. No voicemail remained. My battery dropped suddenly from 60% to 9. I checked the calendar again. 7 days left. The next morning, there were more posters. One on the bus stop bench. Another taped to a streetlight near my building. Same photo, same date, October 21. Someone had added new text beneath one of them. Last seen near Maple Avenue. That's my street. A woman standing nearby looked from the poster to my face. Her expression shifted slowly from confusion to fear. She stepped away without speaking. I reached out to tear the paper down. My fingers trembled. The photo's eyes looked frightened now. I didn't remember looking afraid when I saw it first. The days began slipping strangely. I would blink and hours were gone. On October 16, I woke convinced it was the 18th. My phone insisted otherwise. 2 days missing from my memory. My fridge calendar had pages torn out. I didn't remember doing it. At night, I dreamed of standing still while someone adjusted a camera, a flash, a voice telling me to hold my smile. When I woke, dirt was under my fingernails. My shoes were by the door. I don't remember leaving. Outside, another poster had appeared directly across from my window. I decided to change things. If the future expected one version of me, I would become someone else. I shaved my head, covered the scar with makeup, burned the jacket from the photo in my sink. I practiced walking differently, standing differently. The next morning, new posters covered the block. Updated image, bald head, scar faintly visible through makeup. Same date, October 21. I stared at it until my vision blurred. It wasn't predicting me, it was updating with me, adjusting in real time. My phone buzzed again. A message appeared without a number. "You can't outrun yourself." At the coffee shop, the barista hesitated while handing me my drink. She looked unsettled. She asked quietly. My stomach dropped. "No," I answered too quickly. She glanced at her coworker, then back at me. "I could have sworn I saw your picture." She slid the cup toward me. My name wasn't written on it. Instead, one word marked the side in thick black ink. "Soon." I left without tasting it. Outside, someone had circled October 21 on a poster in red marker. Underneath, new writing appeared. Last confirmed sighting. I installed cameras in my apartment that night. If I was losing time, I needed proof. The first recording looked normal. I slept restlessly. At 3:12 a.m., the footage showed me sitting upright in bed. My movements were stiff, deliberate. I walked to the front door and opened it. The hallway camera showed nothing outside, just an empty corridor. Yet my apartment door swung open as if someone stood there. I stepped through the doorway and vanished from frame. 30 seconds later, I re-entered calmly and returned to bed. I have no memory of leaving, none at all. October 20 arrived too quickly. Posters were everywhere now. Streetlights, store windows, even taped inside my apartment lobby. Some were fresh, some already weathered, as if they had hung for weeks. Each identical, each dated October 21. I stayed awake all night, determined to survive the deadline. Midnight approached slowly. My heart pounded with each ticking second. 11:59, 12, silence. Nothing happened. I laughed once, shaky and exhausted. Maybe I had broken whatever pattern trapped me. My phone buzzed immediately. A new image loaded on the screen. The poster now read, "Found." I stumbled into the bathroom and gripped the sink. Found. The word echoed in my head. In the mirror, I looked pale but solid. I splashed water on my face. When I looked up again, my reflection hadn't moved. It stared at me while my real hands trembled. Slowly, the reflection smiled, wider than I ever would. "Tomorrow," it whispered silently. I spun around. The bathroom was empty. When I looked back, the mirror matched me again. Almost. The smile faded a second too late. My phone buzzed once more. October 22 displayed clearly. Clear sky, ordinary traffic, no posters anywhere. I walked outside cautiously, expecting whispers or stares. No one reacted. No one recognized me. It was as if the week had reset. I convinced myself it was stress, a breakdown I could recover from quietly. At a crosswalk, I noticed a fresh flyer taped to a pole. Missing. Different name, different face. Disappeared. October 29. Next week. I studied the photo carefully. The person looked confused, unaware. Behind their shoulder, a shadow stood. My posture, my outline. I stepped closer to the new poster. The shadow behind the missing person was unmistakable. My shape, my stance, even the tilt of my head. I lifted my hand slowly. The shadow in the photo did the same. Not the missing person, the shadow. My breath caught painfully in my throat. This wasn't random. It wasn't fate. It was progression, replacement. Each week, someone vanished. Each week, I remained. I checked the date again. October 22.